Terry Heck Jr. back at it again with another Blu Ray and DVD update for the date of January the 4th, 2016. Hope everyone had a good holiday. Was it New Year's, Christmas, all piled up into one? My family went down to Key West for Christmas, so we had a really good time down there. The weather was perfect. It's freezing here, so it was just a good change of scenery, and everyone just enjoyed themselves. We really weren't into like presents or anything. It was just about being together, and that's what it really is about. That's what Christmas should be about being together with your family. So we had a good time. Definitely want to do it again sometime soon. Probably going to do it for my birthday. So that's what that is. All right, so let's get started. A lot of great pickups. So before we get to our first pickup here, I want to say that the reason I got this sort of collection of this specific genre, or I guess you call it comic book fandom, is because of the recent trailer that came out for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The what's it called? The sequel to the first film that came out in around 2014. This is a sequel to that film. The trailer that came out just recently for the sequel is amazing. It feels a lot better than the first film. The first film was a little rough. But let's get started. Let's move on from this. Forget the negativity. So let's move on. All right, so the first thing we got here, the big boy of this pickup, is the complete classic collection of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the 80s to 90s, I guess, series that ran, animated series. I grew up on this. I got the toys. I bought the toys. Well, I didn't buy the toys. My family, my parents bought the toys. But I love the Turtles. It's just an amazing thing to sort of own this again, to watch the series again. I hadn't watched this since I was like real little, so it's those good memories are gonna be coming back when I crack this bad boy open. And yes, it's still sealed up. I'm a little scared to open it because it's like it's so perfect in the box. But I definitely want to crack it up and watch the series. But let's get into some of the specifics on this bad boy here. We have all 10 seasons of the classic TV series. We have 193 episodes, over 3 hours of special features, which include Under the Shell with Krang and Slash. Under the Shell with Shredder. The Turtles Ninja-tastic Look Back. Under the Shell, Yogasagi Yojimbo. Under the Shell, Baxter Stockman. So, celebration of the TV sensation. Celebration of the Turtles creation. So, this is a great collector set. As you can tell, like inside there, you get the famous what do you call it? The turtle. How do I not know this? My brain is gone. Turtle. What's it called? I can't remember the name of it. It's the turtle van. What is it called? It had a specific name. I forgot what it was. Anyways, moving on. So this is a great set. Glad to own. Once again, huge fan of the series. If you haven't checked out, there was a documentary that came out about the Ninja Turtles, about how it came about as far as the comic book, the creators of the comic book, the people behind the action figures, and just in around the 80s and sort of 90s, the Turtles blew up, and a lot of things went about as far as, they had the toy line, they had the comic books, they had the TV series, all connected very tightly as far as the comic book creators. They had a lot of involvement within the cartoon series as well as the toy line and everything like that. So definitely, once again, come back to this. Glad to own. Check out that documentary. The documentary is really good. I can't remember the name of it. But if you just Google Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles documentary, I'm sure you will find it. It's really good. I think it's well, no. I was gonna say it was on Netflix, but I think it's been taken off. But anyways, great series. Glad to own this. I might do an unboxing for it. I'm not sure. If you guys sort of, I guess, request for it, I guess I'll do an unboxing. But till then, stay in the box. All right, moving on from here, we have. I'm gonna actually put these all together. This is the new sort of Ninja Turtle series that's on Nickelodeon. It's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The same title hasn't changed. This is the first and second season, and right here we have volume 1 of the third season and volume 2 of the third season as well. There's a third one, which would complete the entire third season, but I'm sort of waiting for the price to drop because it just recently came out, and it's about like I would say there's a few episodes on there. I think there's like around 20 something episodes altogether, and there's a few episodes on there, and it's about $15 for just a few episodes. So I'm gonna wait for that price to come down. But glad to pick these up for a good price. I got these off of Go Hastings. These two in particular, they had a sale for used. It was like buy one used, get the other one free or something like that. And no, it wasn't that. It was I had a 30% off coupon for used DVDs. So anyways, I ended up purchasing them. I got them in the mail around Saturday, I believe. And strangely enough, when I sort of opened these up, I found out that they aren't used. They're actually brand new. So yeah, see, still in the plastic there, which is pretty nice and pretty awesome. I'm kind of wondering why they did that, but no complaints here. But anyways, third season is awesome, but we'll talk more about the first and second. But anyways, the cool slip covers on these are sort of lenticular. They kind of come out, and they have that sort of lenticular. I don't know if you guys can see that, but both volumes of the third season, pretty dope. So yeah. And we have the first and second season once again. A lot of stuff here. Once again, there's a lot of special features on here. Mostly from the creators, the animators of the series. The series itself is pretty awesome. I was hesitant about watching this series because I've been so nostalgic about the 80s / moving on to the 90s series. That was my bread and butter. But I had recently watched a video of people on YouTube. They had those like reaction trailers. They did one for the recent sequel to the Ninja Turtle 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer, and they were talking about this animated series. They pretty much were saying how legitimate it was as far as what's in it. A lot of great episodes. The creators of the series, you can tell they're fans of horror because there's a ton of these episodes that are just tied into. Well, they're sort of I don't know. They're sort of, these episodes have sort of connections with a lot of horror movies that have come out throughout the series. Like there's one episode about these squirrels who end up getting infected by the mutagen, and end up just pretty much. What they do is they try to go inside people's mouths, and then just people end up swallowing them, and then the people end up, I guess, regurgitating them, and then they transform into these like alien-like creatures, like aliens, gosh, what's it? The Alien movies, the Alien series. It's sort of a spoof of that. There's another one about a killer beaver. That's voiced by Robert Englund, and basically the beaver goes into your dreams and just starts terrorizing the turtles and all this other stuff. And it's voiced by Robert Englund, and it's sort of a spin-off of Freddy Krueger. So the creators of the series, they're definitely fans of horror. They definitely know how to make these episodes very creative. The voice actors, there's Sean Astin. Who else? The actor who did the voice work for Donatello in the original animated series, he's come back to do the voice work for this new. I think it's what did it come out? I think it came out in 2012. This new animated series. So it's really good. Definitely check it out. I think it is it's pretty much in line with the classic series, but sometimes it kind of goes above the animated series with some of these creative episodes. So definitely check it out. It's a good series. It's good for the entire family, kids, adults. It's not too campy to the point where, you know, adults can't watch it. It's good, people. It's good. Really creative. There's some episodes in here that I wouldn't, like, if I had a kid, I probably wouldn't show them the episode because it's so dark and so creepy. A lot of clever stuff going on here. So definitely check it out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 animated series. I think right now seasons 1, 2, and the I think 3 volumes of season 3 are out right now, so you can scoop them up. I got this for about $20. Back to the collector's set. I actually got this on sale on Amazon. They had a sale for this for about it was like $50 complete series. I think the price went up to $100 after the sale, but yeah, glad to own. So all right, let's move on from there. Next we have here, we have the Lord of the Rings. This is the extended edition trilogy set. Very awesome. Definitely wanted to own this. I have the theatrical trilogy over here. Yeah, collection over here. So I wanted to see the extended edition. The main reason I actually scooped this up was because I was looking at, you know, some footage on what was it, YouTube, and they were talking about the extended edition, about how basically Peter Jackson had worked with them on remastering the film with this version, and I wanted to get a comparison of this versus, I guess, the theatrical sort of version. So basically, definitely glad to own. I scooped this up on Amazon. They had a sale. This was down to $27. So I was looking at the forums. It was like a site called hotdeals.com or something, slickdeals.com. They were talking about the pricing was somewhat at the lowest it's ever been, and so definitely wanted to grab it. A lot of special features, a lot of stuff going on here. You have let's see, first one, actually there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so I'll read off the back. So you get all 3 extended versions. Dazzling 1080p, DTS, HD, MA, 6.1 audio, deluxe. There's 15 discs in there. Includes 9 special feature DVDs, over 26 hours of spellbinding behind movie making material, including rare Costa Botis documentaries. The thing about the extra features, like the behind the scenes stuff, it's all on DVD, so you're gonna get that sort of DVD quality of the behind the scenes stuff. It isn't that bad. It really isn't. Some of the camera work that they did was just on, like, you know, a regular, you know, sort of video camera. So the quality, you know, they couldn't do any better, you know, that wise, as far as the behind the scenes features, as far as the visual quality. So it's not a big deal, but definitely glad to own. This is awesome. It comes in this little book set. You get the map of Middle Earth. It's very cool, and inside you get all those discs in there, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So definitely glad to own. Must have. They have these I think it was like a site or something. They were talking about the top 10 or 12 or something Blu-rays to own or to have, and this was on that list. Definitely glad to own. I actually watched this when we got back from the Key West on vacation. Spent like 2 days going through this. Yeah, it was painful because these are long. I mean, the theatrical version is long. The extended edition is, you know, it tacks on about 30 minutes more or so. And yeah, it was long, but it was good. It was good. It was good moments. Good moments I've never seen before in some of these in all three of the films. I had so those extra footage. So definitely glad. All right, let's move on. Move on. All right, next we have here, this is a double feature Blu-ray. This is 3 Days of the Condor and All the President's Men, both starring Robert Redford. 3 Days of the Condor, really cool film. It has that sort of political CIA espionage tied into it. Really cool. I've always wondered why, like, what was that film that recently came out? Oh, this is terrible. Captain America, Winter Soldier. I've always wondered why they chose Robert Redford for that role. And I can see why. You know, when it comes to those sort of, you know, political spy, films, he started the genre in a sense. He's one of the shining stars of the genre. All the President's Men, I still haven't seen this film, but I hear it's amazing. The reason I kind of wanted to get this set, I had already seen 3 Days of Condor. It's a good film, but I wasn't really pushed to purchase it. So, anyways, the reason I got the All the President's Men was because I had recently watched this film that just came out. It's called what's the name of it? I forgot the name of it. Terrible. What is it called? I can't remember it. But anyways, I got it for this reason. The main reason I got All the President's Men was because of the nature of the film, how they really focused on the journalism of discovering. The story itself is about it ties into, was it Richard Nixon and the Watergate, and it basically involves these two news reporters. One played by Robert Redford, the other one is played by, gosh, what is his name? People, I can't remember his name. Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman. Basically trying to discover why the Watergate, I think it was like a, what's it called? The Democratic headquarters, something like that. Anyways, I haven't even seen the movie. I was just reading some of the plot of the film online. So, if you guys know more about this film, definitely give me a holler. Let me know if it's good or not. I'm definitely looking forward to see it. I might actually watch it tonight. But definitely glad to. 3 Days of the Condor is definitely a good movie. Really cool. That 70s kind of espionage, sort of thriller-esque. Coming at you. So definitely glad to own that as well. So alright, glad to own. And I got this on Amazon for about $7.50. I had used what's it called, Amazon Prime. They had that, was it 30-day trial thing, so I got the shipping free. I wish I had waited. Actually no, because they had the Ninja Turtles deal for like 24 hours, so never mind about that. Anyways, let's move on. Alright, actually, you know what? Let's get into this one right here. Alright, so I end up scooping up. I know this is terrible, but hey, I got it for like about $3. I end up getting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2014 release. Yeah, you guys seen my videos. I've dogged this film countless times. When it comes to the sort of original feature film that came out way back, it was like a trilogy, right? Those were my bread and butter. Like the 90s versions that came out. Those were my films. Those films had soul. This is hard to watch. I mean, there are good pockets. Like, there's certain scenes within this, like the elevator scene in the film where they're, you know, doing the beatboxing. That's classic Ninja Turtles having fun. And then there's that scene where they're like going down the mountain or something like that. They're that snow mountain or something. They're like all just falling down the mountain. That's a cool scene. My problem with this film is that they didn't focus on the turtles. They mainly focused on what's her name, the actress, I forgot. Well, she played April O'Neil. They focused on her more than the turtles. The turtles in this film felt like sidekicks to her character. It was more about her, and it really didn't kick in until, like, I would say halfway during the film, when you would just get, you know, more turtles, more of their story, and which it should have been. It's their film. But anyway, just moving on. You could see pockets of a good film in this. I'll dog it. I'll keep on dogging it till the the day is over. But they're pockets of a great film, and you can see that in the recent trailer for the sequel for this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's gonna look good. It's gonna feel if you haven't seen it, check out the trailer for the sequel. It just recently came out. It feels like the classic TV series. And even the new, the 2012 animated series, it has that fun factor. That's the thing it was missing too in this film. It was missing the fun. It was just too serious. It was on that Dark Knight, you know, melodrama stuff. It was, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I love Dark Knight, but it wasn't, I mean, they're turtles. They're mutant turtles, and they're taking it so serious. And there's no point for it. But I understand that. I understand that in the comics, they, you know, it's pretty gritty, pretty serious too. But I'm that pocket of people who, you know, grew up on the 90s version, the 80s and 90s cartoon series. I grew up on that kind of stuff. So that's sort of where I'm pushed towards. But there's different groups. There's people who are true to the comics. There's people who are true to the 90s series. And there's people, little kids nowadays, who are just, you know, recently seen, you know, the new version of Ninja Turtles that are in this camp as well. So there's different groups, and it's hard to say who's right, who's wrong. But I don't know. It's a difficult debate. But I'm definitely for the 90s version. Bring back the campiness, the funniness, the just the fun nature of it all. I want that back in my Turtles. So yeah. But let me get into the special features real quick. You have digital reality. You have in your face, the Turtles in 3D. It isn't easy being green. An evolutionary mashup, Turtle Rock, extended ending, Shell Shock music video, making of Shell Shock. Yeah, so a lot of stuff in here. Yeah. I know. I don't know why I got it. I got it because I don't know. It has pockets of greatness in it. It just went bad, man. It just went really bad. The whole CG thing didn't bother me at all. I mean, to me, it was like an upgrade to the animated. You know, it was an upgrade version of the animated series. So it really wasn't that big of a deal to me. But yeah, focus more on the Turtles next time. So yeah. All right. So you know what? I think this is like a comic book theme kind of video update. Well, sort of comic book. I mean, you have All the President's Men, 3 Days of Condors, 5 of Condors, 3 Days of Condors, Lord of the Rings. But other than this, pretty much everything else is comic book related. So moving on, let's get started. We have here, this is Arrow Season 1 and... No. Arrow, excuse me. My mind is gone right now. We have Arrow Season 3, third season. And we have The Flash Season 1. Love these shows, people. Newest addition to the sort of DC television series is The Flash. Really enjoyed the first season. A lot of good episodes. I think my only gripe about the season was I don't know, when it comes to like the CW, this is the sort of channel that, you know, makes a series and everything like that. They sort of focus on that melodrama stuff, like that. I mean, this is the same sort of channel, or we call them TV, whatever you call them. They created, you know, Dawson's Creek and all of those, you know, Pretty Little Liars and Vampire Diaries. They created all that, you know, that teen stuff. And they sort of had those elements injected, that teen romance stuff injected into this show a little bit. And I can understand that they're trying to reach out to different audiences, but I can do it without it. I just want to focus on the Flash. I want to focus on just the comic book origins. Give me that. I don't need to see that drama. And I saw just a lot of that with a lot of the characters, like his sort of, I guess his play sister or something like that. The Flash is what's his name, Barry. His father was you know in prison because his mother died, and they assumed his father killed his mother and stuff like that. Wasn't the case, but he was adopted by his father's friend, and his father's friend had a daughter, and it seemed like the show was sort of focusing on her and her stuff. And yeah, anyways, good show nonetheless. Can't wait to watch the special features. Let me get into it. We have the behind the story. Trickster returns. The fastest man alive. Creating the blur. The VFX of the Flash. Screen test. The chemistry of Grant and Emily. DC Comics. The Comic-Con 2014. Presenting Gotham, Flash, Constantine, Arrow, and pilot commentary. Deleted scenes and gag reel. I got this off of Go Hastings. It was like used, but to me it looks pretty brand new to me. But got it for a good price altogether. And then next we have here is third season of Arrow. Really good show as well. No complaints with the season. The season sort of introduced Ra's al Ghul, which was kind of interesting because, you know, we take a look at, you know, the Batman Begins, that whole film, that version of Ra's al Ghul and this version of Ra's al Ghul. Though I love Liam Neeson, I actually like this version of Ra's al Ghul. And he was sort of the big bad of the series, and it was really good. I can't think of anything I griped about with this season, which is strange because I've heard a lot of people, you know, bashing the season for some reason. But loved it. So let's move into special features. We have we have Second Skins creating the uniforms of the Arrow. Nanda Parbat constructing the villain's lair. 2 key commentaries with executive producer Mark Guggenheim and Wendy Mercil. Arrow at Comic-Con 2014. The Man Beneath the Suit, The Atom's First Flight, The Gag Reel, and Unaired Scenes. So definitely got it on the first and second season of Arrow. So I definitely had to scoop this one up, and I got it for a good price. And with Go Hastings, my gosh, they're used, but they really keep their stuff in pristine condition. I mean, I could have just cracked this open out of plastic. That's how good it looks. So put it up close. Definitely a good site. These Go Hastings knows how to take care of their stuff. I wish we had one in my city, but we don't. But it is what it is. So let's move on and sort of finish up too. I think that's it. So this is the last one. We have this is sort of the complete animated series of the X-Men. This is the 90s version that came out in the 90s. I sort of grew up with this. This includes volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like I said, I watched this a lot when I was a kid. Like Saturday morning, kind of, you know, a lot. Love this show. As far as when it comes to this sort of volume set, it doesn't include that many special features. Yeah, there's not too much stuff going on here as far as special features. I was looking at it earlier, and it's pretty much just bare bones. But you know, it's the only version out there where you can have the complete series. So let me just show you the covers. Slip covers. Well, two of them came with slip covers, which was a shocking thing to me. I got these from GoHastings.com. Yeah, pretty dope. And we have volume 2. That was volume 1. Nice. Look at that. Cool. And volume 3. Cool. Volume. Wow, this is still in the plastic. This is used apparently. Okay. Well, they may have rewrapped it, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Volume 4. Awesome. And volume 5. Now, to sort of mention, you know, I did watch this as a kid growing up. I haven't actually seen these. Okay, guys, so to end this all, I had not seen the complete X-Men animated series. I know I'm crazy. There's something wrong with me. But I was a kid. It was the 90s, and I had a short attention span, so I'm making up for it now. So I'm going to watch the entire series. I'm going to put a week aside to watch the entire series, and it's going to be awesome. And watch all this other stuff, too. So, definitely got that on. Also, I'm going to, I have a, was it a new bookshelf, or I shouldn't call it a bookshelf, I should call it a Blu Ray and DVD shelf, or, I don't know, what do you call them? I don't know. But anyways, I got a big one coming in. I ordered it from Best Buy. Best Buy has these big Atlantic, what do they call it? The company that makes them is called Atlantic. They call it Atlantic Media Towers or something like that. And I think it holds about maybe 600 DVDs and Blu-rays or something like that. Something in that range. Don't quote me. But it's huge, and I need it because some of this stuff is just laying on top of each other. You can see it up there. Things are laying on top of each other. It's getting packed in here. So definitely glad to pick up and buy. So definitely trying to organize that whole situation. So anyways, moving on. Let's close her out. Once again, Harry Hick Jr. signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and take it easy.